Where are you?
I'm high up on a cliff, mountain overlooking a valley.
Beautiful. And I want you to just look down and what are you standing on?
It's like a shelf almost on the top of the mountain.
Very nice. And look at your form down at your feet and your body. What do you, what do you look like?
I'm a bird.
Oh, very nicely. And just hold your wings in front of you. Just, and what type of bird or what color are your feathers?
Or black, brown, and very shiny.
Beautiful. And I want you to look behind you, and there is a beautiful reflection. It's magical, but I want you to look at yourself and tell me what type of bird do you think you are?
I'm a big owl, very big owl.
Very good. And let's just go ahead and face the other direction, overlooking the valley below. And I want you to take off and tell me how you feel.
Oh, I just soar effortless out over the valley, just floating up the upwinds that blowing up off the surface of the mountain.
Ah, beautiful.
I'm high up over the treetops, but I can see everything that's happened down there.
And what do you see down there below you? Describe everything, please.
It's a it's a valley between two mountain ridges. There's a river floating through the entire length of the valley, and there are forests, but it's open space beside of the river, grassy plains. I see a lot of animals, big elks, mooses. I see bears, and I think it's a pack of wolves
And
up
as
in the distance.
Oh, very nice. And as you look and you see all of these different type of animals here in this beautiful place, they're all in different separate areas, correct?
Yes,
And can you see any water or lakes or any type of water below you?
it's a river
Oh, beautiful.
flowing rapidly, but not. It's not a rapid, it's just very fast flowing because it's a slope here in the valley.
And how is the river? Is it a young river? Is it very curvy or is it look like it's just going straight? Is it?
No, it's a little bit curvy, long sweeping curves,
Oh, very nice.
very clear, crystal clear water, almost turquoise in the color. And it's all kind of life surrounding this water.
Beautiful. And do you see any human beings?
I think there is a settlement of humans further down this valley.
Very nice. I'd like you to go ahead and travel in that direction. And I'd like to see what these human beings or what type of life they're living in this place. It sounds like paradise.
I'm diving down and just soaring a little bit above the water. I see myself flying in the reflection from the water.
How's that?
Oh, it's nice. I'm really fast. And now I'm lifting up again. Oh, it's a nice feeling. I can do whatever I want here.
Pure freedom, huh?
Yes.
Do you see any other birds or anything in the air as you're flying?
Yes, I see a flock of geese eating grass beside the river. I can see small birds. I hear the birds chirping. And I can see a lot of animals together, buffaloes and elks, just mixed up in a big herd.
Ah, interesting.
It's almost like we can connect. We are all very old. A very old place.
When you say very old, linearly, how old would you think an Earth time, an our Earth time?
Thousands of years ago. Thousands of years.
And so that means, do you feel like you've been incarnated in that particular body for thousands of years, or they have just been in that space for that long, or in this place for that long?
It's been untouched from exploration and all is living in harmony. But there can be some violence when the predator comes in, as they do from time to time.
And what is the predator in this space?
Wolves and bears.
Oh, very good.
Mostly wolves.
And so do you know where you are? Are you on the Earth?
Yes.
Are you same vibrational density as we are here in the third dimension? Do you know?
No, I don't know, but it feels different because we are all aware of that we are connected, all the animals.
I believe all animals, even here and now, know that they're connected.
Yes.
It's just humans who have the problem.
Yes.
So let's find this settlement then, please.
Yes, I'm arriving there.
And as you arrive, I'd like you to tell me what the settlement looks like, how primitive or how advanced, whatever you can.
It's rather primitive. It's like I don't think they are Indians, but they live almost like Indians in a primitive huts, but they look like Inuits, Eskimos.
Ah, Eskimos.
Yes.
You say Eskimos because is there snow and ice there, or?
Just on the mountain top, but they seems very exposed for the elements, and the skins are very tough and I don't know.
How are the, you say leathery, huh?
Yes, exactly.
And what are the huts shaped like? Are they, well, I'll just
It's
let you.
almost like that kind of teepees, but they are not so very tall. They're a little smaller, but they are poles, raised poles that are covered with hides. So it's like a teepee.
Ah, very good. And you see men, women, and children?
Yes.
And what type of activities are they performing?
They are cooking outside several of their teepees or their tents. And they have a big fire in the center. They have it also for be able to see in the evening.
So what time of day is it right about now?
It's getting darker, so I think it's late afternoon.
And so I guess that they would be amongst the predators as well.
Yes, but they collect a lot of things out of nature, fruits, vegetables, and seeds.
And as you look, does it look like there's anywhere where they may possibly even grow crops or anything to that effect? Gardens or,
Not really, but there is a spot behind the little village where it seems like they have been growing something. It's bare dirt and no grass there.
okay. And do they have any animals there with them in this space?
No, I can see them.
No, okay. No horses or,
No horses.
very good.
There's something in the edge of the forest that seems like I think they are reindeers there. Maybe they are connected to this village. Reindeer is a little herd, and they are surrounded by a fence. They made the fence out of just some trees. So they have a herd of reindeers there. It's about 10, 11, 12. It's 14 reindeers.
So it's probably what their huts are made of, possibly their clothing, and maybe even something they feed on as well.
Yes. I think they use them to transport things also, because they have some drugs they can attach to the reindeers, so they can drag some. I think they use them for power to drag heavy things.
Understood. So they've been domesticated of.
I think so, because they two children standing there feeding them with fresh grass and apples.
Excellent. And as you're flying around, there's something that you're supposed to connect with there, someone or something. And I want you to just tell me how you feel as you're soaring and take me where you naturally would go to make this connection.
they see me and they acknowledge me, and the children look at me and see, or smiling and very happy.
Ah, very good.
There's some sort of a table I made I can land on.
Okay, very good. And I want to see what their reaction to you is when you land. But if it seems like they're going to hunt you or something, I want you to just magically be as high in the air as you possibly could be in safety.
No, I don't feel any hostility. I only feel that they're happy that I'm there.
Oh, very good. And as you've landed, what happens then?
The women started to chant and sing. They sing.
What does it sound like? Can you mimic it? Any of it?
Hi, hi. They're looking at me and smiling. They recognize me. They're talking to me.
How do you feel as they recognize you, as they acknowledge you?
It feels like they have very big respect for me, that I am important to them.
And as they're communicating with you, what are they saying? What do you sense that they're communicating?
It's like they're sending a lot of prayers. Prayers to the past spirits. They know that I can connect to their past loved one. So I am a messenger for them. I come with greetings for them. I come with love to them.
Is there any one in particular of this group of women that will channel your information to the rest, or do they all seem to receive it?
No, there's a very old man coming forward.
Oh, beautiful.
Sit down just in front of this little table where I'm standing. He sits with his legs crossed, and he put forward his hands, and he just hold his hands in front of him, showing his palms of the hands for me. It's a way to say that he wants to talk to me.
Oh, very good. And go ahead and do what you would naturally do and tell me how this communication takes place, and if you feel a message coming on to share with them. And take a long, slow, deep breath. Inhale deeply. Make the connection as gently as you can.
He asked me a question of the future of their tribe, if they are able to prosper where they are now, and they feeling that something is changing.
And what is your innate response?
I say that the change is natural and it's nothing to fear, just a change in the structure of their inner. It's a change of their inner structure as being, because they are their DNA strands are turning on.
Are they going through a process of ascension?
Yes, they're going into a new age where they're going to receive a lot of new knowledge and understanding, and they are a little afraid of what's happening.
How are they interpreting the feelings that they're getting? What do you get from that? Their fear, what is...
They feel confused. He expressed for me that he's a little afraid because so many spirits have been talking directly with him in a way that he haven't experienced before. And I wonder if I come with the spirits to them, or he wants to know if the spirits that come are there for the good of them, or if they are showing up as an enemy to the tribe. And I assure him that there is only good spirits surrounding them. And I try to show him in his mind what is happening. He has no conception of DNA. He doesn't know what that is. He just feels that there is changing going on.
And how is he receiving your... is he clairvoyant? Is he able to visualize what you're projecting to him?
Yes, he's a shaman of this tribe. He's one of the elder, and he's very connected to his higher self all the time. He
holds a high vibration.
Yeah, he does. Yes, he does.
Good. Very, very good.
They all have a very high vibration, but this man has been around for a long, long time.
How old do you think he is in their linear expression? Oh.
Over 100. I think 120 years.
And how does he appear? Does he appear very wrinkled, or does he still look like he has a youthful...
Oh, he's very strong and full of energy. It doesn't seem like he's wrinkled, and he has gray hair. No beard or anything but long gray hair. But he seems very strong.
Can you see the auras of these people in the form you're in?
Yes. I see them for what they are. They are lovely, connected people that are very, very aware of their place in the nature. They live in close to the nature, and this is showing up because it's important for us now in this timeline also to connect back to that.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I have been a member of this tribe in my earlier life. Before I decided to incarnate as a messenger, a bird, I was a member of that tribe.
Excellent. And is there any way that you could possibly tell the time frame of when you think this is taking place. Is it a, a far past or?
It's far past, but it's also showing a little glimpse of what we can perceive in the future if he said, get our act together. Yes.
Who said?
He
Who
said,
said? Yeah.
the old man said, we need to get the act together. He's really connected to what's happening.
Ah, very good. And so, is he familiar? Is he seeing into the future, or in which dimension? What dimension are you in? Please, if that will come to you.
5.
Ah, excellent. So in 5D, they can look back onto the planet Earth and see.
He can perceive a lot. He's very intuitive, and yes, he's very full of knowledge that have passed down in generation to him also. How things are connected and how it's meant to be, that we have to see ourselves as a part of a bigger community. And
Very good.
yes, he's very aware of that.
My ancestors on both my dad and my mom's side have Native American or Native American. I don't know what the continent that this place is on. It sounds like the Americas, just with the buffalo and.
Yes, I think it's North Alaska or Canada or something.
Oh, very good. Excellent. So, is there anything else that you'd like to receive there? If not, we're going to move forward here.
It was important in my knowledge that I would like to show this for everyone that feel disconnected. That is the only thing that disconnects us from this pristine, clean environment is with ourselves. It is just inside of us. We just have to release all belief systems that have been fed into us as manifested on this planet. Because we have that knowledge and can connect back to that. But we need to focus on what we do, what we say, and how we act. Both in front of ourselves and in front of others. In front of all living beings.
If this group is in 5D now, where are they shifting to? What is the next jump that they take evolutionarily?
They getting more, it's just more knowledge to them to be able to expand into bigger groups that make room for more incarnation back here, for new groups that are supposed to come in to they're coming through in their own will to help with the future of the planet. And
so they're manifesting back into 3D Earth here with us for this transition that we're going through.
yes, but they're not coming from that dimension, they're coming from a higher dimension. But when they coming down and manifest, they are bound to that frequency that the earth holding on to and their inhabitants holding on to for the moment.
So if they're in 5D, of course they would be coming down. So are you telling me that there are groups from that particular group in 5D that have lowered their vibration to assist and are now bound here, and the communication is trying to have they're already here trying to help us raise back up?
They are coming into the same dimension of 5D, the new groups, but what they're not aware of is that they are going to be manipulated from external groups that have interest in to explore the natural resources.
Exploit,
yes.
That's very good.
And feed out of the abundance that the planet holds on.
They're going to feed from the abundance that the planet holds. So have they already made this already come here and are here trying to get back to there?
I'm still in this place, in this dimension, and they knew that it's going to manifest into the 5th dimension, but they are going to be manipulated. Yeah, so they are going to lower, because of that, into a lower density of 3D. They are not there now, but this tribe and others are not aware of what's going to happen in the future. And that has nothing with their doings to do at all. It's coming from the outside.
This is their future, but because they're in a high vibration, they can see. You said they can't see what's coming.
They can't understand what is coming because they have no reference for it.
Very good.
They can't understand what machines are. They have no reference. But they can see it. They can see airplanes, they can see helicopters, they can see excavators, but they don't understand it.
Understood. This is starting really interesting because you're almost setting the foundation for the questions that I have for when I intended for us to do this session. Of course, we're checking out my technique. I've been revising it to make it stronger. So
I made connections, so you may ask the questions you have.
So they're in 5D. They're in what we would consider our Earth's past, already in a very high vibration, and they're actually going through a process of being able to gain more information. They can see into the future of where we're at, and they see all these things, but yet they don't understand it.
No, that's a part of why they are so confused.
Very good. Very good. And from your perspective as the owl, can you see what comes that lowers the vibration?
Yes.
And that's what I would love for you to share, because that's what I actually did write questions this time, and it's
many different places on this planet. Terra planet is going to get visitors from other dimension and other worlds. They are going to be welcome because the vibration that is holding on here now has not any fear, so they can't see how they are going to be used and exploited in the future. And because of that type of energy coming into this planet, the vibration is going to get lower into a density because of the collective, that energy the collective have is going to be affected of what is happening to them.
And this low vibration you don't feel that it has direct impact with them at first, but it's landing in other places on the planet and
Yes.
having its effect, and then it slowly expands, and then
Yes.
understand
We
what
are talking about, I am in a place seeing back at 10,000 years or more,
understood.
maybe 20,000. Anyway, I see that we are going to be exploited from many different races. We are also going to be objects of warfare because different entities coming here with different agenda and wanted different things, and they are between them starting wars, and we are going to get involved in that as species on this planet.
Understood. Okay, this is what I'd like you to do, please. I would like for you to reassure the shaman, shaman or shaman, however you decide to pronounce it, that although they can't understand what they're seeing, when they know that the things will change and not so much for the better in time, but at one point we will rise back up again, and all will be well and all will be perfect, to just reassure him. And then I'd like you to drift and float back or fly back to the side of the mountain. We're going to go in another direction, if you would. So tell me when
I'm talking to him and say that this is going to happen in the future, but they doesn't need to be involved in that. They can choose. They can choose not to be incarnated back in that reality. When they are passing over, they are free souls back to the source and can then decide what they want to do, and they are very much aware of that all have immortal souls.
Excellent.
So it's no problem. But I have children that worry about the children. But I said that it would not happen that suddenly, and it will not happen during the life of their children and grandchildren. It will take a little more time before this is taking place. And it's thanking me, and he gives me a little bit of meat, feed me.
Excellent.
And he thanks me so much. And the women start singing again. I'm taking off.
Beautiful. How did it feel to channel that information for that group?
It felt very good, and it felt very authentic and real.
Very responsible, huh?
Yes.
Excellent. What I would like for you to do is to move away from that scene, and I'd like you to move forward into the future, and I'd like you to move into the area of the world where these extra dimensionals and extraterrestrials are coming to the planet, and I'd like for you to be able to actually see them. They won't see you or even know that you're there, but I'd just like to see how this happens, if you would, please. And you're going to be there in a count of 5.